The broadcast is now starting.
Good morning, good morning. Agis, David, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Audio, video, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Morning, David. Hey, Alan, good morning. I was expecting a retracement yesterday. I put it on Slack 25160. This level here. But look, it didn't do much really. Came back down slowly and went back up. I'm looking at the long-term charts, and I'll plot something here. Hopefully this will give me some kind of a resistance, or there is no safety at this time on the YM, but I see this level. I'll mark it here. The price that it touched here was also good, but not good enough. The YM still probably bullish until we break a bit lower. Um, we're looking at Nasdaq. Nasdaq is not giving me much. Let's see what we have. Okay, Nasdaq I see 72.22. Oh my God, that's too high. Uh, 72.22 is possible here. I see Nasdaq to go back up 72.22 or 23 area here. I need to find a good level. On YM, I see this level that bounced from was a good scalp level. Good morning, Patrick. But eventually, I think I see the YM to go back up to this level. Maybe sometimes today we can find an entry level short because I'm expecting the markets to come back down. I expected the YM to come down last night, but to this level, but it came a little bit close to it, then it bounced back up. So it was, anyway, it was slow late evening yesterday. So just found a level. I didn't do anything about it. Good morning, Ralph. RTY. Good morning, Scotty. RTY, what does it have for us? Don't know. Nothing at this time. It is slow, really. Just like yesterday, just like the day before, just like this entire last few months period. It's usually slow in the morning. We get some action and then it slows down again. So careful and patient, please. Be patient. Don't have a level yet on indices. We wait. Um, Gold has been a challenge. Um, Nat gas also has been a challenge. For finding, some good big moves. However, let me look at the gold. NQ attracted to 7223 looks strong this morning. No movement. I don't see anything. Um, Eventually, I think later today, if we can get a move up, we can find resistance. I'm expecting some retracement on the indices. Um, Again, it's usually slow. until past 9:30. Come on, don't go without me, NASDAQ. Uh, I'm trying to fix some charts, so if you hear the clicking, please. I'm just fixing some charts to see um, more of what I want to see. Well, meanwhile, I don't know. I think we missed this. It's just not it was not clear. I could not get in. Could not call it. We had multiple touches at the bottom here that prevent me from. I thought it might come back lower for a better entry. However, we shall wait and see. Good morning, Harish. Ashley, I don't have anything on crude. Um, I'm trying to find something on crude, but it's not. I mean, it is in the middle of continuation zones, and I don't have anything at this time. We have attractions, as you see higher, the magenta lines, but at this time there's nothing on crude. Maybe if I find an entry to get it lower to 64 area, at this time I have nothing. That's funny, Scotty. No, man, there will be some market movement soon. Yesterday we was okay. We got, a couple of good trades, gave us some good ticks. The day before was fantastic, just under 200 ticks. So it is, yeah, it is summertime. So you expect the market to be slower than normal. It is what it is. Very slow. However, folks, remember patience. Did anybody go long on Nasdaq? We might find a safer entry at the open if it comes back down. Or it might just go, David, in your favor. Just goes to 23. Is your target 23? 72.23? Yeah, I am also open the window. I have opened the windows, Scotty, and there's construction next door. So I don't like some of the noises they're making. Come on, Nasdaq. 21. Well, 2022 is where the attraction is. 22, 22.50, 23. Above that, we have also 35. So I will probably wait for a good retracement. If the market opens up and gives me a retracement down, I might see a better entry. For now, we wait and see. We might miss this trade. Again, folks, you have to understand, if I miss an entry, I don't call it, I don't chase it, leave it alone. So far, it's gone about 7-8 points without us. I could not find a safe entry. The market will open in a few minutes, and hopefully, if it comes back down, we can find a good entry. Yes, it is. It is close to rollover. I might switch later tomorrow or later today. Four more minutes to market open. Good morning, Brad. Next level on Nasdaq would be 35. This area for a target. So we have this at the arrow here, and we have this one here. So two levels. It's not giving me a retracement yet. I might be missing this trade call. So it's going to open within a minute. Here's the market open now. It's not looking like it's going to come back down for a good entry. It is going to 23 and maybe 35 as well. Yeah. Come on down, buddy. We might find a good entry in the area. It touched again the bottom here, so not the best to call it. A bit lower, maybe. Meanwhile, the the YM is going. Waiting, possible. NQ possible long. Get ready. I will call it. I cannot do anything. I might not be able to type it. I might not be able to type it, folks, because of the nature of the. I just said possible long, so. I would have a stop loss around 7,200 if I take it, if I call it now. If I call it 7,200 will be the stop for now initially, hopefully. Let's see. Come on. I don't have anything yet, folks. Good morning, Daryl.
Morning. Sorry about that.
No worries.
I did.
No entries yet, folks. Waiting for a good level. Maybe here. 96. No confirmation yet. I don't see anything yet, folks. Leave it alone for now. See, this is a good level. I just don't see a good stop loss yet. There's a good level here, but I don't see a stop loss. So let's wait. Maybe a bit lower, books to below 90. Next level is here to see if I can find a good stop loss there. Hey, Balraj, good morning. We do have 92 you have. Uh, maybe I see the same level. I said 88. So my stop loss is below 88. If I call this trade, the stop loss is below 88. So I'm a bit careful here. Um, if anybody wants to take it, stop loss is below 88. However, I'll leave it up to you. It's a bigger stop than normal. If you take it with around 90, if you took it around 94, 95, even now, make sure you take targets, 10 to 15 ticks, um, and then have a stop loss a bit higher to guarantee your runner. Good job, Brad. Patience, patience. Anybody in besides Brad? Missed by a tick, yeah. I did not touch 92. However, let's see. Or, yeah. Folks, if I don't know my stop, or if I know my stop loss and the market does not come close to it for safe entries, I don't call these trades. I will leave it up to you guys. I'll leave it up to the members, such as this one. I need to know exactly where my stop loss is, and if the market is not bouncing closer from my stop for safe entries, I'll leave it up to you. So if anybody's in, it did go for about 20, 30 ticks from when it bounced from here. Make sure you take profits and move your stop losses below 92 for now. This was not a trade call, it was just a suggestion, by the way, if anybody took it. A lot of people, would lose their patience, and I will just, take the trade long just because I see it long, especially if you're not a student or a member. Um, we don't do that. We accept the fact that sometimes we have to miss these trades. If you miss it, you miss it. If you're in it, if you follow the instructions, if you're in it from around 94, 95, you're good. Daniel, no, not yet. This was the suggested trade call. I was looking for the market to go up to 23 and then 35 on NASDAQ. I put that on Slack too. And we got close to my favorite entry. I was looking between 90 and 88 area. But I suggested if anybody's in it to have a stop loss below 88. Now you can lift it to 92. Daniel, we don't send the invite just for future references. It's the same link. And once you register, you do the same link, use the same link. It sets up itself daily. You're welcome. Anybody in this trade? Patrick, you're in? Nice. Agis, very good. Well, the beauty of what we do is we see the market ahead of time. That's the beauty of what we do. We see the market ahead of time. I saw the market going to 72, 23, 22 area on NASDAQ. I see a size same thing on YM as you see here. The next thing is you wait for the good entry point. And I missed my good entry point just by a few ticks below, which is okay as long as you see the power behind this system. You use the same link, original link. from the website. Where do you see? Oh, 23, Patrick. 23 here. Also, is 35 is possible too. Let's see. Looking. 35. Yeah, 35 possible too. Just a quick coffee refill. I'll be right back. I'm back. Gold is coming down. Yeah, I mean, anybody got in to this trade knowing that it's going up uh, with a bigger stop, then you did well. It's up, what, 50 ticks now? I could not find anything on YM other than, I knew it was going up to these levels. Now, if you're in it, um, maybe have a stop loss a bit higher.
I think you're on mute, Simon.
Oh, oh my God. I've been explaining to AB for like 10 minutes. I'm sorry. Um,
That's all right.
AB, yes, you missed a lot of explanations between Monday and now. Um, in terms of understanding this, I think yeah, I think you get the picture you're looking at these charts. These charts do not give you an exact picture. Nothing really to to depend on. However, look at the you're talking about low volume areas. This low volume did not hold. This low volume did not hold. This low vol. I mean, which low volume is going to hold, right? There's a lot of options, a lot of low volumes that you think they would hold if you understand the market profile differently than how we understand it. Um, no, low volume is not, you know, it's not really a good area for you to get in unless you understand the whole picture. First, you have to understand the whole picture. So, um, you know, anticipating the market ahead of time, I anticipated the market. These attraction levels are stemming from the inner volume of the market, not the volume profile. So inner volume plus a lot of factors that we have within our indicators. So it is a comprehensive subject that cannot be explained or cannot be answered, cannot be explained within a few words. You know, there is level one, level two, level three in the education. So um, no, low volume nodes are you know very risky to trade. Okay. So big picture, yes, I see the Nasdaq to go up, but so far the entry, my entry is below 88. I'd probably be missing this whole call. I might not be able to make the call, but if you are in it, if you folks are in it, some of you probably are out. I'm expecting 22, 23, and 35. And remember, I said 35 or 36 here, 35. There's no volume here, nothing. There's nothing here. There's no volume here. No, my pink lines, not necessarily. Uh, my pink lines are attractions. They have nothing to do with the low volume. And if you look at 70, for example, a very prominent pink line, 7100. 7100 on the Nasdaq. I don't know. Is it low volume? Maybe. Not really. So what you see a small picture here. You know, it's a process. It's looking at big pictures. I showed you on the crude. Look, we look at, but I was on mute. I look at the daily, I determine, and then hourly, and then all the way down to 987 tick chart. So these attraction levels are the biggest 10 that the market would read. So the it is a comprehensive subject, AB. It requires really some focus and understanding. But once you understand it, really, it's just amazing how it works. Yeah, I'm still reluctant. I still I still see the Nasdaq going up, folks, but I still don't have a good entry point. YM, careful. I pointed the YM to come up to this line here. Once it comes up to this line, I see resistance on YM. Let me mark what is it? It's 25,303. Nasdaq, there is a re-entry, but still the stop loss in this area, but the stop loss will still remain below 88 if you retake this trade. Again, I'm looking at it to go up. There was a re-entry just here before when I called it now. However, I'm not calling it officially simply because my stop loss is all the way below 88 if I call it. So let's see, we might get a better entry. So much action here on the Nasdaq. Wow. It is what it is, folks. You miss it, you miss it. That's fine. Look at that YM. Look at that YM. Yeah, I'm looking for a bit lower for safer. There you go. Come on, buddy. 91. There you go. Come on. Don't go. Don't go yet. A bit lower to 88. See, it came back down. It missed 88. This was my main level. Maybe a bit lower. My stop loss will be below 88 if I call it. Get ready. I'm looking at maybe 80, 85, 86 for a stop. Let's go. Go long. Nasdaq. First target will be 15 ticks. I will go with a stop loss at 86 for now. If it stops me out, I'll try and get another one later. Any entry around 80? Come on, that was it. See, that was my safest stop and still took it. So it means very small stop. Maybe if it holds in the area, there's a good chance. Okay, 86, another possible entry coming up, folks. Okay, let's go. 86, another possible entry. Let's go long. Stop loss will be 84 for now. 84. So this is my second entry on this one. It's not chasing, it's just a better entry. If it stops me out, then it may be coming down altogether. Yep, it's too hesitant. Too hesitant, too fragile. So leave it alone. Very small stops, folks, 2 to 3 points each, which I can live with. However, there is a huge support in the area. This area is very supportive. If it holds, this is the level. Otherwise, it's going to be complete down. No rush. Let's wait. I called it twice. Stopped me out twice. So leave it alone for now. Maybe we get something after. Yeah, big volume is coming up, so um, wait. We're gonna be looking for 1030 reversal possible. Yeah, I mean, there's also a little bit maybe 69 area as well, but I will leave it alone for now until 1030. It's not going to be, I don't think there's safety in this anymore until we get something. I don't know the reason behind the big volume. Could be something in the news, some sell-off. I don't see news. Do you folks see any news around 10 o'clock? Nothing. Did you get in, Brad? 70? Okay, good. The other markets, folks, I don't see anything happening. This week has been terrible for the rest of the markets, to me at least. I'm not seeing anything on um, gold. Um, so still hovering in the continuation zones. Um, let's wait. 1030, maybe around 1030, if I find a retracement lower, um, that might be good. However, at this time, really, although I see attractions higher, although I see a traction higher, I have to be extremely careful. Yeah, I didn't see any news to prompt that big sell-off on the Nasdaq. It looks fake. I still see the market, the Nasdaq, to go up. However, I mean, let's see how it's gonna go between now and 10:30. Decide. The reason why I waited for 88 level, folks, is because this was the level that I expected. I mean, the safest stop, and it is. Although I called it twice, both of them with very small stops. Um, I mentioned earlier, if you took it around 94, 95, your stop loss would have been still below 88. Um, Again, the safest is to wait to get closer. Even if you get stopped out, at least it's closer. There is another level here. This is another level for a long, but it's a swing, so the stop loss has to be bigger. Therefore, we have to wait. Maybe 64. I'm expecting 64 to be last, 63, 64 to be last point of defense. Support, yes, I understand. Therefore, we have to be careful. Um, there is a power line as well in the area. I'm trying to find my final support here. It's just not giving me anything. There's a lot of support here, folks. I'm looking at around 80, 63, 64 possible. Still don't like it. Now I'll give it a little bit of time. It keeps coming down. Support is breaking easily. This area has support, however, I don't see um, I don't see a good entry still. It's touching the line, but it's breaking it. I know. Yeah, you can take a chance if you want. I mean, this might be the bottom. Good. This might be the bottom. It's good for a scalp if you want to scalp a few ticks and then have a stop loss established just below this bottom. But you know, um, that's really weak. It's acting very weak. My volume says it's a continuation. It might come back lower despite the support that I have here. Okay, we have some buyers coming in, I think. You got some, yeah, you got like 10 ticks or so, 20 ticks. Nice. Seven, okay. Um, so far this morning, to recap, folks, first thing in the morning, I said NASDAQ is attracted to 23, but then I also in the room said 35. So I was expecting the NASDAQ to go up. I found, and that was early in the morning, like 9 o'clock. I found 88 level to be my best level for entries. So came down around 92. If anybody took that suggestion, I suggested to take it with a stop loss below 88. I did not call it, so it was not official. It did go nicely, 50 ticks. Eventually, it came back down to 88. This is when I called two trades. Um, one of them 88, stop loss 86. The other one was 86, stop loss 84. It hovered, but both of them got stopped out. Again, this was the level. So I waited for the stop loss area. I waited for the safest entry. Still 2 points on NASDAQ. It's really not bad. Anywhere between 2 to 3 points stop. Eventually, I think the market is going to go up. It's about 3 minutes to 10:30. 10:30 is when I find reversals to be more stable. So I will wait for the market to come back down to this area, to 7160 area, for my best possibly a good entry level. If I don't see confirmation, I'll let it go, and I'll probably change my view about seeing the market long. Um, on the other hand, YM this morning, I said it's also bullish in the room. I don't think I put any notes about. Yeah, I put resistance 25,303, which is the very top. So, and I also in the room said the market, the Nasdaq could go back. Sorry, the YM could go back up to it, and then from there possible reversal. So far, not much really. Just a couple of quick stops from the level, from safe levels though. Let's wait. Um, yeah, Brett. Yes, these are very small scalps. Um, looking for a more stable swing trade. For those who don't know, Brad is a scalper. He just likes to scalp, and he does very well actually in scalping these levels with a few ticks, within a few ticks. I look for more of a, yes, an entry has to be a bit of a scalp, like small risk, but I'm looking for big swings, big moves. Don't forget, folks, sometimes there are nothing you can do when the market does not go according to what you like. All you can do is sit on the sideline, be patient. Um, right, Daryl?
Absolutely. Sit on your hands. You gotta watch the markets, and just sometimes they are the markets.
I'm just getting some notes. It's going to come back down, I think, as low as up, I don't know, up high 50s maybe. But it's 10:30 now, so get ready for a possible, yeah. I see that too, but I think it's going to go up from here soon. It's weak, but I see 10:30. I see it to go up from here soon, folks. I just, it's too, yeah, I see it going up from this box. If it doesn't go up from this box, if I find confirmation, I'll call it. If I cannot find confirmation, I'll let it go. There's not much I can do. Again, it's about safety, and it's about trying to find best entry levels. Now, I did not see any logic behind the short, the move down, other than um, you know randomly came down. See, the rest of the markets did not move. Also, don't forget the Nasdaq June is a bit thin, maybe because of the rollover. It's coming up soon.
Simon does a great job, guys. Sometimes you have weeks where it's just a little bit choppy.
Um, I need to take a short break, but I don't know if I want to take it now. I see up higher, high 50s.
Nasdaq's going to drag everybody else down.
No, Nasdaq is going to go up soon. I'm looking for that for this level, yes, on Nasdaq. This area it could be my favorite area for the Nasdaq. So it's going to be a swing, a possible coming up. Stop losses have to be below this low, but let's wait and see. It's a level, it's an area that I like. If it holds, I will call it. Okay, we're coming up to a good level. It is a long now, folks, with a bigger stop. So go long. Thank you. Stop at 71.45 for now. It's a bigger stop. So 51, 52, 53 is not bad. T1 I will take 20 ticks and then I'll move my stop loss. If it doesn't go according to plan, I might exit. It's not coming back. Come on, no, 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 no. Go back up, 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 up. To move stop to 46. Moving stop loss to 46. Nasdaq. I don't like this. This for 45. I might like 46 more. Let's wait. If it stops me out, at least I saved another point. It is what it is. My God, look at this. Come on. It came very close to 46. Hopefully this will be a good stop area. There you go. Come on, don't come back down. Don't come back down. See, it's 46 supported it, but now it's down, out. Okay. I know, that's fine. That's fine. It is very strange here, but I see the big move, and I don't like to chase. Initially, 44, 45 was the stop loss that I was looking for, but I don't think that would have held. That's why I called 46. I moved it to 46. Wait, no harm done so far. I mean, yes, it is what it is. It's a stop out, but Let me take a short break, folks. I'll be back um, after the break. If you have any questions, Daryl is here. Daryl, you okay for a few minutes?
Oh, you got it.
Thank you. NASDAQ just touched the bottom um, of a level, and I didn't expect it to come as low as 40, but I expect this to be the bottom of the day on the NASDAQ. Very good, Scotty. You did well. Well, no, I mean now we have more stability. Have a good weekend. We have good stability now, and I expect the market to go up. So maybe the best way to do this, I'm expecting the market to go back up all the way as expected. So what we can do is we can average in with a stop loss below this area. It's a very big stop, but if we average in and keep the moves, and maybe we can take some big targets, that will be a very good, nice move. Anybody trades averaging? It's not for somebody who has a small account. It's for maybe if you want to use options, ETFs, or if you have a larger account. This is great. This is the bottom. I'm expecting this to be the bottom of the day 7140 area right here, the lower box. So let's see if we could benefit from this. The end of the move is going to be around maybe 7120s, 7130s, 7220, 7230s.
Hey, Jeff, yes.
Sorry,
The room
yes.
is 4 days a week, yes.
Folks, thank you, Daryl.
Oh, not a problem. Actually, it's 24/7. Slack with Slack, we're able to monitor. It's like last night. I'm up late. I watch the markets also.
Okay, folks. This is the best level to average and go in the Nasdaq. If anybody chose anywhere around the box, that's a great area. And you cannot have a stop loss below the low. The stop loss has to be below the low just now. So basically, this is going to be your stop. 33 area right here. This is tricky. It's only good for bigger accounts. If you have a small account, maybe you just take one contract with a bigger stop. But I'm expecting a big swing coming up, a big move. Well, yeah, today the market has failed me, but you realize the areas that I chose so far on the Nasdaq, they were, yeah, I'm glad you're noticing that. They are with smaller stops. And if I do have now a bigger, as you see, Jeff, I do have here a bigger stop. And that's why I'm recommending, averaging in the area. If you have a bigger account, if not, maybe one contract. And I also established a stop around 33 here. And I'm also looking for the market to swing all the way up. So basically, if I had 2, 3, whatever stops, small stops, with one trade, you can make it back and more. So therefore, even with our stops, we usually look for very small risk. Thank you for noticing that. I'm assuming you've been following us since Monday.
Hey, Jeff, if you don't mind my asking, how'd you find Simon? I was referred to Simon by a friend of mine a little over 4 years ago. And I am so glad that he recommended Simon to me.
If anybody averaged 46, 42, if anybody averaged here, folks, this area 46, 42, you got 20, 30 ticks now move. So, take some profits if you want, if you have more than a contract or two. And to me, I'm expecting 75 to be first target. 71, 75 to be first target. Pinterest. What?
Thanks you, Jeff. Appreciate it, man.
We have Pinterest? Really?
Sorry, I cackle a lot, guys. Don't tell anybody about us, by all means.
No. Pinterest, I'm not. I'm surprised. I don't know. Come on, Nasdaq, breakout. Who's in this trade and what are you using? Who's in this trade and what are you using? Anybody options, ETFs?
Who's
I,
Daryl?
I don't think the offer is can be discussed publicly. So talk to Daryl. That's the best thing you
Yeah,
can
give
do.
me a shout, man. I'm from Minnesota. I'm Minnesota nice, and by all means, I'm here to accommodate you guys. I can tell you my whole story. A lot of the people in the room are sick and tired of hearing it, but I saw Simon 4 years ago, and I am so grateful that I found Simon because he is the salt of the earth.
Appreciate it, Daryl. Thank you so much.
Oh, you don't have to appreciate it. It is. It's, when there's so much crap out there, I get so sick and tired of people pushing crap. And Simon is dedicated to you. He's dedicated to me. He is incredible
Thank
in
you so
his
much.
ace mentality and the SAL, which we call the strategic attraction levels, but we like to call it Simon's attraction levels. New indicator. I mean, when you have markets that are, when the VIX is down a little bit, it's a little bit more conducive for traders. This week's been a tough week. Give me a shout, call me on the phone.
How you like this, folks? Um, who's in this little? Yeah, who's in this one? Um, what's your average, folks, on this one? What's your average? Anybody averaged 44? If you averaged 44 and you take two contracts out now, you're going to be 120 ticks first target, which will cover and exceeds whatever stops we had, right? Really. And you have a runner that will give you now the profit. So, however, I want to get my first target higher, maybe a bit higher. 44.50. That's still good. Okay, let's grab first target. We are about 65 ticks. No, actually 70 ticks first target. So that's on two. That's 140 ticks. And moving stop loss now to 40. I would say, what's the best stop loss for me? It's going to be 44, 44, 45, 45. Um, I was looking for, what is your average, Brad? Are you in this one or are you just scalping? I called it in the room. I did not type it simply because it was an averaging technique that I suggested. I was looking for 70, 71, 75 first target. So I was looking for about 120, 130 ticks first target or so, or maybe more. But I saw resistance here, so I called a first target about 70 ticks. So now, whatever some small stops we had, we covered it with this one. It is what it is, folks. It was the bottom of the area, the bottom of the day that I found. I said this could be the bottom of the day. It was a very strong support. I found support earlier here. It failed me. I found support earlier here. As you see, it failed me. It went a little bit, then it failed me. But all was small stops. But again, small stops add up. But if I'm patient and if I can grab one specific trade that is a swing trade, you can make those back easily. So now, first thing in the morning, we expected the market to go bullish, but it came back down until 10:30. After 10:30, started bouncing back up. So let's see. We can move our stops and lock maybe 50, 60 ticks once we go above 62. Yeah, I'm looking for the market to break this new high. If we break this new high, folks, we can see 75 and higher. Once we get to 75, I think the rest is going to be easy. Watch the YM. Look at the YM. It's really coming up to this level. If it does, then we might find a complete exit on the Nasdaq too, because this is where the market might start retracing back down, I think. Angel, no, well, I look at ES every now and then using, the SPX 500, but I don't. It's slow. I don't like it. But again, you have to understand, this is a way. This should be a trading style, a lifestyle, like something that you can learn and grow with, and you can trade and you can look at any markets that you want. That's nice, Jeff. Thank you. And that's how you do it with trials. Using sim is the best way. Um, that's smart. Anybody completely out? If you're completely out, you should be probably plus 100 ticks, 70, 80 ticks, or within everything, even the stop outs we had. This is not doing me a favor, the Nasdaq. Wow, Nasdaq is really weak, huh? Look at these moves down. The moves down are very fast. Look at that. Oh my God. It came one tick away from the stop. No, actually 1 point. 45 is the stop for now, as I mentioned. Who's still in this one? I moved my stop loss. I called the stop loss to be moved to 45, and as you see, it came really 1 point away, or just like 3 ticks away from it. See that? Or 2 ticks. Here you go. And then it moved up. I had a reason for that. Oh yeah, that's what it is. They bring it down to buy more with better pricing. Meanwhile, look at the YM, just going higher towards that level. Easier. Anyway, if you're still in it, you're doing fine. If you moved your stop loss or got yourself out, then that's a different story. But 45 did not hit, so we're still in this. Any questions, folks? This is the last day of the trial. Maybe before we close the room, we'll bring the some information, answer questions. But if you have questions now, please go ahead.
Yeah, don't be afraid. And if I don't get back to you right away, it's because I've been inundated with people wanting to join the room. So just leave a message and I will get back to you, or email me.
The YM went and exceeded that level. It just probably wants to go back higher, to go up higher. So for now, I don't have anything. on YM, other than I was expecting it to go up to this resistance level and maybe react from this resistance level. Nothing else. Am I using tick charts? What you see in front of you, yes, tick chart, but I don't use all tick charts. I use multiple charts. For example, I'll show you. I start, Daniel, from the daily, and this is a CL, crude. Sometimes I start with the weekly, and then I scale down to confirm. And this is a process you will learn as a member. See that? I scale down, scale up. So no, I start with the daily, hourly. What you see here in front of you is just something to show you that these are the instruments that I look at. Okay? We use different indicators, and if you go to our website, we have a website that will show you a few things. If you go to the main page of the website, you can find a few things. First, if you go to accept, you can find everything here. If you click on the 4-day trial, if you see here, you can find everything here. And it's going to look like this. And you can find, if you scroll down, you can find YouTube channel, free education. We have a lot of information there to show you. But if you go to the main website, if that link is taken out, because this link will be taken out at the end of the day.
Watch that video, guys. Just watch this video. Right, it's powerful. I mean, yeah, it's an advertisement, but watch it. I mean, it is a very, very powerful little video.
Also, if you go to free education here, education, it has some very powerful education taken from our, indicators and what we use. So watch them, please. Start from this one. Adult ADD is a very powerful indicator. I think that's what Daryl's been emphasizing on. But the rest are very powerful teaching and what we use and what the method is based on.
This is what we do day in, day out, guys. Sit and watch the markets, practice patience, and wait for our setups.
I have to move the stop loss now to 6150. 6150 is your new stop. That is locking about 70 ticks or so on the runner, right? So that's 6250 is the new stop. I don't want to see the YM influencing the NASDAQ for retracement, although I see the NASDAQ to go higher, but locking 60, 70 ticks is not bad, right? So my worst case scenario on this trade between the first target and the last target is going to be If I get 60 ticks out of the runner, it's going to be 200 ticks. We averaged around 44, 45. We got 70 ticks on the first target, 70 on 2, and then a runner, if it stops out, it's going to be 60, worst case scenario, 60 ticks, depending on your entry. So these, of course, these numbers will vary depending on your entry, um, depending on your execution, depending on your slippage. They will vary depending on your own reaction. But it is going to be, at the end of the day, if you followed my trade calls, it is going to be a very nice, profitable day.
Is that why we joined the room? To be profitable?
Yes, I think so.
Hey, Brad, my daughter's going to be moving out your direction. She's moving out to Seattle here in 3 weeks after she gets back from Thailand. I think, yeah, Thailand, or yeah,
Yeah,
Thailand, I
it is
believe.
Thailand. You told me Thailand.
Yep, yep.
Skip, are you in the room?
No, I don't see Skip in the room right now.
Who's holding? Who's following? Who's monitoring? Sometimes I can't really type a trade call because it's fast. So therefore, a combination between the room and the Slack. But again, I keep saying this. The idea is for you to learn what we do and be comfortable with it. Although you're going to be with me in the room 4 days a week and on Slack daily for many more hours, you need to learn this. If you understand volume, if you know how to use volume, trading, investing, uh, uh, options, uh, ETFs will make sense. No more gambling. No looking at the market from what if. Yes, we had a couple of stops, a few stops, actually 3 stops before we grabbed this major long. Uh, but they were all taken from specific areas, specific pricing that was really small, except for the last one. I think it was like 5 points stop out. The other two were 2 points each. Um, I mean, give or take, depending on your entry, of course. Yeah, 75 is coming up. Remember, even our stops, I moved the stop loss to 6150. Before that, it was at 45, wasn't it? 45. It came very close to 45. I know. Daniel, that was the main resistance level that I was looking for, but it did not give me confirmation, so I leave it alone. It's good you noticing. I like that. The idea is not only anticipating the move, also anticipating the level of reversal and confirmation too. So it's a combination of things. Uh, with action, the entry around 60.
Brad, did you miss it when I talked to you about my daughter's moving out your direction here? She's gonna be moving to Seattle. And that's 400 miles. That's a hop, skip, jump.
What is 400 miles? About 700 kilometers?
Yeah. 643 kilometers. Thank gosh for Google.
Yeah, that's a long drive.
I bet it's beautiful over where you're at. You do a lot of fishing, Brad?
Come on, NASDAQ. Come on, don't come down. Go up. It came very close to 75, right? Or did it touch 75? Yeah, it did not touch 75. I'm imagining Brad going fishing and he sees like a big, large fish. He goes, leave that to Simon. I'll scalp small fish.
Yeah. My brother goes out to Montana for 2 weeks a year, and he likes fly fishing. He loves that right around the Helena area. But I've been to Vancouver. I've been up to, what is it, 100 mile, 200 mile. I just know gas stations are, if you don't fill up, you can find yourself out in the middle of nowhere. Oh yeah, salmon. You smoke your salmon or You just like to fry it that way? Nothing better than fresh salmon. We used to go up on Lake Michigan, my dad and myself, and be out there at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and do put our downriggers down and catch the Chinook and
Folks, let me just emphasize on a couple of things. And I'll talk about salmon because that's my favorite fish. Remember, first, initially, our stop loss was 45 when we moved it, when we went to the first 70 ticks first target. 45 is right here. It came 3 ticks away and it bounced up. And then I moved my stop loss to 6150, correct? Remember this 6150? I moved it to 6150 and I mentioned it in the room, didn't I? Right here, 6150. And I missed it by a tick or two. So even the stop losses, when I move them, when I call stop loss, we call it smart stops. You need to understand the idea behind stops, the idea behind the direction. You need to get away from random thinking. Random thinking. Now, yes, as I mentioned, the market was tough, but there was no randomness in me looking for a long. The move down was, to me, was random, and that's why I didn't get involved. And some of you would think, well, the market is bouncing down so fast. Why is Simon thinking long? But you notice it was, eventually it came back up. I'm hoping for this market to continue up unless the YM influences it. But twice the market came down on this runner to our stop, 1 or 2 ticks, and it did not take it because of where the stop loss is placed. Smart stops. Now salmon is my favorite fish, and that I buy that all the time and I cook it. I love salmon. Last time I made it was I barbecued it.
did you?
Yeah. What I did, I marinated it with my special marination, and I put it in a large basket that closes with the handle, because it breaks if you put it on the grill and if it's large, and if you try and flip it, it will break.
Yeah, it's very, very,
Fragile.
what do you say? Yeah, it tends to fall apart very easily.
Yeah, but it was delicious. Delicious. Very nice. And I incorporate a lot of cilantro. If you're in Europe, you understand it's coriander with my marination, plus garlic. Overall, folks, the market stopped me, eventually stopped us out, plus 65 on the runner, depending on your entry. So we got an overall anywhere between 70 to 100 ticks, depending on your entries that you followed with me, depending on your exits. But folks, you have to understand the last trade call that I made. It was really something that I like to do sometimes, but I don't recommend it for smaller accounts because it involved averaging. So if you averaged 45, 44, you did around 200 ticks on this trade call. Grill mat, I don't use that, Ivan, because it prevents the smoke to touch. Because what I do, I have a gas barbecue, but I also have a layer where I could put charcoal. I let the charcoal burn, and then I grill. So it prevents the smoke to get into this
No kidding. Your brother and his wife is from Thailand. Yeah, my wife, just like Simon, loves salmon. Nothing better than a good, fresh, grilled or smoked salmon.
Yeah, salmon has a fishy taste. I like it. Folks, I don't think I can see any more trades. It was a tough day, but we ended up with a uh, nice profitable day. Wasn't bad at all. Really not bad.
No, you did a great job, Simon.
Thank you. I don't have any more on this. Look at that. I had a reason why I moved my stop loss and I locked in the ticks. So strange, yes, but good one. Folks, how many of you um, take each trade and thinking this is a home run, and they let their stops open and they let their targets open? I'll let that for Daryl to answer the question.
Sorry about that. I didn't hear it. I was pulled away for a second. What was that?
Jeff is asking about the special. When is it due?
It is due Sunday. I do that sometimes.
See, a
Yes, it
lot.
is.
Okay.
It's valid till but like I said, give me a shout. I got a graduation to go to. Daughter's graduating this weekend, but I will accommodate and make whatever. Just give me a shout. My phone number's on the web page. It's 507-923-0122.
The special is not offered on public. If you go to membership, you see the special is not offered in public. That therefore if you talk to Daryl, it's really a very good price that he has for you folks. I want everybody to benefit from it. Um, so talk to Daryl. We just don't want to put it in public. That's all,
Yep.
because it's really low.
Give me a call via phone. Talk to me. I love to talk to people. I love to find out where you're coming from, what your goals are, what your aspirations are. I'm like I said, 4 years ago, somebody referred me to Simon. I got in the room. I used to bug Simon. I'd call him every now and then. I'd sit there and say, Simon, how things going? And I monitored Simon's room for all 4 years. If I can save you the time and heartache, I'll tell you guys, you're not going to find a better deal. Simon is very compassionate about trading, and he does a great job. Yes, do we have days where it goes against us? Yes. I'm fully transparent, and I'm going to tell you the truth, but there are other days where they're exceptional.
As long as you keep it safe, folks. As long as you know
Yep.
your stop loss and you accept that stop. Not like some people that I know, they left the Nasdaq goes against them for like 500 ticks, 2 months.
Oh, that wasn't supposed to be public.
Did I mention names?
Yes, I had a position in NASDAQ, didn't put a stop loss, and it came down to the 6,400, 6,500 area, and I kept it just got out of it. What was it, last night?
Yeah, I mean, you made profit out of it.
Yep.
However, what I preach, what I try and preach, Brad, it's not only you, it's almost everybody. They are scared of losing trades. Get that stop loss hit, take it, accept it, and be patient. Wait for the next one. And that's exactly what happened with us here. We waited. I was expecting the market to go up. Now, even if the market goes now down, at least we ended up with a positive. There was not a safe, it wasn't an easy market like yesterday, the day before. Well, even yesterday, folks, it was tough, but compared to today, it was a bit easier, you know? So,
Simon does a great job, guys. I mean, a lot of times you get, I don't want to say bored. You're sitting on your hands, and he'll call a level, and you sit and wait, and it's a 5, 10, maybe 15 tick stop loss. He does a great job at picking levels, and a lot of times when he picks the levels, even if you decide that you want to be a swing trader, they hit. It might be 2-3 days before they hit, but they're accurate. He's got 14 years of experience in the markets. He knows how to read the markets, and volume profile is key. Go on and watch that video. Do yourselves a favor. Go on and watch that ADD video. That is crucial. And take the test, the 10-question test that's on there. Find out who you are. I mean, I remember used to trading, and something would go against me 2-3 ticks, and all of a sudden I'm sitting there biting my fingernails and going nuts. But if you learn to be patient, and if you got your goals, or I don't want to say goals, but you got your targets, they'll hit. And that's what we're in the room here to do, help you guys become very profitable traders. Right, Simon?
yes. And, Brad is saying something. It's easy every day when you know what you're doing. Yeah, when you know what you're looking at, it becomes easier. Ahead of time, sometimes the market is crap. Sometimes just leave it. And emotions play a big role in this, and I cannot emphasize enough. We got into this trade, to this market. Let's say you followed my goals a couple of times, and you got stopped out. and then you're thinking, no, 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 I got stopped out, I'm down 50, 40 ticks. This is not, I cannot take this. So the market keeps coming down, let me short. All of a sudden you grab that short. I don't care about what Simon says, I don't care about patience. I need to make my 40 ticks back. You don't think, you don't wait, you don't have the patience to wait for opportunities, you don't use your logic, you use your emotions, and just to see the market go in another 50, 100 ticks against you. So, yes, we got
Revenge trading.
stopped, and I did not do any revenge trading. I used my logic, I saw the bottom of the day, and so far it is the bottom of the day, that area. So, wait for it. Again, I don't have anything to wait for now because it took the stop out, the final stop with this plus 65 ticks. However, maybe later in the afternoon we will see the market going higher, and if I find another entry, uh, I will put it on Slack for everybody. I will look at NASDAQ long-term chart to see what's going on with the NASDAQ. I will look at YM long-term chart. Yeah, YM, it did exactly as I expected it to do. It went to the box, exceeded it, and then started coming down. Maybe we can find something after on the YM, but YM looks now very, very, very weak. And it might drag the NASDAQ with it. I don't trust the market. So you need to learn how to maybe take profits and move the stops, and you have to manage your trades.
Yep, come on in the room. Be part of the community, guys. Brad Chapman's gonna have a party out at his house this late this fall. I forgot to mention that to Brad, but tell my wife.
Any questions, folks?
And guys, when you're trading, you don't have to trade 3 contracts. If you're starting off with a smaller account, you can trade 1 contract. Trade 2 contracts. Build your account up. The big thing is come in here, learn the system, be part of the community, and we'll help you. I'll bend over backwards to help you.
You
That's
take care.
unfortunately my vice. I'll teach you to fish, but I ain't gonna fish for you. Thanks, Brad. I'll get with my wife and we'll pick a date when we come out there. Tell your wife, give your wife a heads up.
Look at that. Managing your trades, your entries, your profits is amazing. You never trust the market. Final questions, folks. We're gonna be leaving soon. And not that the room is closed. It doesn't mean that we are gonna be off. But I'm looking for a few more minutes to see if there's anything we could do, anything we could have to get into this market again. Right now, the market is confused. I'm looking at strength in RTY, weakness in YM, strength in Nasdaq. So it is a bit of a mess. So when in doubt, right? Stay out.
Correct. Strength in RTY, weakness YM, NASDAQ.
I see strength in Nasdaq actually.
Yeah, strength in NASDAQ.
I see that. So I might be wrong, but even if I'm wrong, we're not in the market, are we? So look, we can be wrong when we're
Nope.
not in the market. Absolutely.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, give me a shout, guys. If I can save you years of heartache, I would love to. Kid you not. I'm not going to be a car salesman. That's not me. I'm an engineer by trade. Simon's, he knows his physics.
No, it's a long time ago.
And what's that? A long time ago? Yeah, but a lot of your levels, I mean, you see things analytically. That's,
Oh yeah. Nothing is random.
yep. And the markets aren't random. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people, and there's all kinds of indicators out there that people think it's the next best indicator. Volume profile is it. I remember calling Simon up a year ago and saying, I so much believe in volume profile. It's incredible. If you watch, and the thing of it is it's not static, it's dynamic. It's like kinetic energy. It's constantly changing. And if you understand it and you learn how to read it, you will understand the market and you'll be able to see what we see as far as the levels.
That's a nice statement, Jeff. I like it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, I called 400 ticks in these markets. They were bad, but again, if you're patient, really, if you are patient, you'll get a 1 or 2 trades
Yep.
a day.
And I'm hesitant on calling trades yet until Simon is very professional. And I want to make sure that when I call trades, yes, I was in a crude trade from last night and pulled off over 60 ticks just because I've got certain levels too that I watch. But I want to help you guys see the markets, see where we're going, and that's what Simon does. Simon is very heartfelt. You'll never find a more compassionate individual. He's got to be compassionate. He's got 3 daughters.
Yeah, I'm a family man.
Yep. Jeff, it's been a great pleasure having you in the room, by the way. I look forward to talking to you. Give me a shout. And if I don't answer, I might be at the gym. I usually like to work out in the afternoon. I'm trying to get up early in the morning and go work out at 5 o'clock in the morning. That would be 4 o'clock Simon's time, but somehow the snooze button always gets the best of me.
That's crazy. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Ticks and salmon in the same session. 5 a.m. Where are you located?
Yeah, where are you located? I know I can't, I'm going to call you Angel, but I know
Florida. Okay, so same time.
Florida.
Same time. We're Eastern time, same like us.
Say his name again, Simon, the way it's supposed to be pronounced.
Angel.
Angel.
Yeah, if you're gonna say the head.
So a G sounds like an H.
Yes.
Angel. Angel.
Angel. 6:45. Yeah, that's too early. Daryl, thank you for your support. Thanks everybody for being with us. Hope you enjoyed this session. It is Sunday. That is the offer will be off the table. It is a very attractive, very affordable offer. Contact Daryl, please. Email him,
Yep.
call him.
Yep. Give me a shout.
Thank you, Jeff, Patrick, and Hal. Um, Jeff, Brad, everybody. We will the rest of the week until Saturday, until end of Friday, will be on Slack, and yeah, the room will be closed tomorrow, but we are going to be on Slack. Take care, everyone.
Everybody have a great, absolutely great
Thanks,
day. Make it
Michael.
yours.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
You bet. Thank you guys. Thank you, Simon.
Welcome. My pleasure. Bye for now.